we've been out today with Captain Roscoe on the Cygna. We've had a great day and caught a great selection of fish. It's a bit of a chilly day out there today, and I've had a look at some of the ingredients I brought along with me. So I'm going to throw together a nice seafood soup and give everybody a nice warm treat. I've just pre-oiled a few slices of bread, and now I'm going to char grill it to give it a lovely smoky flavour. So we caught some absolutely beautiful fish today. We've got our pigfish here. Okay, there are a few pin bones just in here, but I'm just going to go right down the middle and get rid of these pin bones. These will go in my stock. For later, you can put these in the fridge. Fantastic for stock. The last thing I want is people choking on a bone today after such a great day. So we're just going to slice these very, very thinly. This is our nunny guy fillets that we've got here. Again, there are a few bones. So we just want to cut away from the centre of the fish. Don't want too many bones in there. And we've also got our Sergeant Baker. Okay, a lot of people throw this fish back, but it's absolutely beautiful in soups. Absolutely superb. Again, we've got a lot of bones that are running down here. I mean, that is an absolutely beautiful piece of fish, really, if you think about it. And look at that, absolute white flesh. People throw it back. I can't believe that we throw it back. Okay, also we've got some leather jackets, scourge of all the fishermen. Leather jacket, absolutely one of the nicest tasting fish in the ocean. More people should eat this. Okay, so just beautiful strips of leather jacket going in there as well. And as you can see, I'm just cutting them thin, just to match the prawns that I've cut up today. These are our prawns that we got today from Kiama Fish Market. Look at the size of these fellas. Absolutely beauties, these. Wow, mealing themselves. I've got some lovely mussels. Okay, what I've done is I've just debearded them. So what we've got left is I've got my beautiful mussels going in the soup. We've got some prawns, some calamari. We've also got some leather jacket, pigfish, and also Sergeant Baker in there, and some beautiful nunny guy. Okay, so we're going to make our fisherman's soup now. We've got it nice and hot at the moment, and we're going to add some of our chilli to this. So I want to put a little bit of kick in there. We're going to burn Roscoe's whiskers off. This is long red chilies. They're not that hot, not like the bird's eye chilies. Next job is we're going to throw our mussels in here. So it's got to be nice and hot. And I'm just going to throw a little bit of the secret ingredient that I put in. And this is our cumin or cumin. Just gives it a lovely flavour. Just comes through and people just aren't too sure what it is. And that's what I'm going to add in there. I'm just going to toss this up. The next job I'm going to do is just to cook these mussels lightly. I'm going to create a little bit of steam. So I've got a little bit of our beautiful Vidello from the Crooked River Winery. I'm going to throw a lid on here. We're just going to let them mussels steam. Okay, so let's check these mussels. They're starting to open up nicely. Next thing I'm going to do is add my garlic. I don't want to add garlic too early because it will burn in the oil, which gives it a bit of flavour. So a little bit of garlic goes into our soup. Next thing we do is we're going to throw our prawns and our calamari in here. Give these a bit of a turn around. Get them all nicely cooking. It's smelling absolutely wonderful. Now goes in our fish, leather jacket, Sergeant Baker, pigfish, and some beautiful nunny guy. Next thing we're going to add is our sauce. All we've done is we've got some capsicums, some tinned tomatoes, some onion and garlic, and what I've done is just cook that out really, really slowly, and then we've just blitzed it up. Very simple sauce. Just going to add that. That's going to be the base of our zuppa de pesce, or seafood soup. And that goes in now. And we're going to bring this to the boil. So as you can see, it's quite thick. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of our fish stock. So we just use any bits and pieces that are left over from our fish heads, and we bring it up to the boil, and we simmer for 20 minutes. 20 minutes only. And that's all you need to do with a fish stock. Don't boil it any longer than that, because the bones tend to break down and it sends your fish stock cloudy. All right, so we're going to bring this to the boil. We're going to put this lid back on here now, and then we're going to finish off our soup. It's ready for the rest of the ingredients. First thing, I've got a little bit of cream here. It just smooths off the edge on that chili. Stir that through. Add our parsley. We've got some parsley here for colour. In she goes. Some basil. I've just torn this basil up. This is our pecorino cheese, and this will give it a little bit of saltiness. So you notice I haven't added any salt to this soup because the mussels actually release a lot of salt water into the soup, and it's salty enough. I really don't need any more. I have a little bit of mozzarella here that I'm adding to the soup. We'll mix all this in. Next thing we're going to add the risotto. It looks very similar to rice, but it's actually made from pasta. So we're going to throw this in. Basically what this does is bulk the soup out. This is almost ready to serve now. I'm just going to wait for that cheese to melt. Okay, as you can see, that cheese is melted now. This is ready to eat. Just going to throw a little bit more green in here. A little bit more basil. And we'll take this up to the guys and give them a treat. Don't want to drop it. It's all right, eh? What an incredible weekend away. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on The Hook and the Cook.